Guys, it's finally Friday. Um, I still have a lot of work to do, cleaning up cat toys and throwing out the cat box and, you know, just removing everything, basically. I have to get rid of everything. But yes, apparently, okay, so Cat Snaps has a poll up right now stating in the description that Yo Mama has confirmed that Foodie Beauty is on a content strike. And this more than likely has to do with a live stream, deleted live stream, that was probably not deleted by her, but it was taken down. And this is the live stream in which she came after the very small content creator, Kalarie. Sorry, I'm trying. Um, who then, as a result of backlash, got 3,000 additional followers. So, as a result of that stupid outburst that she had on her live stream, uh, she, uh, Kalarie, I can't remember, you guys. Can now monetize. Now it does, like, when you actually get to 1,000 users and you can monetize. It takes a little bit of time to do it. Actually, it takes about a week to figure it all out. You get like some sort of code. You got to set up your Google AdSense. You have to confirm it through Google. You have to remember old passwords that you haven't used in a long time. Takes a while. Takes a while to figure it out. It took me about a week and a half to get mine set up because I just couldn't figure it out, you guys. Um, but she apparently has been confirmed on that strike. So she was probably raging on her birthday, and we all missed it. We all missed it. That would have been a good rager. Oh, that would have been so good. But anyway, we're going to have to wait a few more days before we start seeing her lose her shit again. But she might reel it in again a little bit because if she keeps that up, she'll get struck again. And, 3 strikes, you're out on YouTube. That's how it works. 3 strikes, you're out. So, I don't think I don't know that she can contain her personality well enough to actually do that. Because yelling at people and making up names for them and attacking their body shaming them, and um, that's kind of her gig. I mean, even for us React channels who are following her because of her bizarre obesity journey. Hi, Joey. Uh, Even we don't come after her body as hardcore as she does after some of, and the thing is, the attacks that she makes against the rest of the community aren't even realistic. Like when she came after Salah's former friend Allah and said that he had a larger fupa than she does, that is just patently false. Patently false. He's a big guy, sure, but he certainly isn't. That's patently false. I've also been watching a lot of the Ruby and Jody stuff. Mostly, a lot of people kind of came a bit late to the party on this Kevin, the second interview, the audio interview. Came a little bit late to the party on that whole demon possession, floating plates, you know, uh, footsteps in the walls and things falling down in the basement. Um, I'll tell you straight up. I've listened to it. I've seen a lot of React channels cover it at this point, make a lot of speculation about it. Uh, I honestly think they were either doing. I'm sorry. Let me turn the sound off here. I honestly think that they were doing some sort of hallucinogens, or there was hypnosis involved. More than likely hallucinogens, because I think even if you do hypnosis, it's not gonna like alter your mind to the point where you believe it forever. I don't think it would. I mean, I guess if you had repeated sessions like that, maybe it would. Hello, Susamin. I don't know what that, I don't know what language that is. Is there any way you could translate that for me, please? So, everybody is now reaching. I think I was one of the earlier ones to actually cover that interview. And I guess, everybody's coming to the same conclusion as me, as why was he such a beta male? Why would he allow this sort of conduct within his own home? Why would he allow himself to be exiled to the downstairs while his wife is sleeping in the bed of their therapist? Really inappropriate bullshit. But you know what they don't say in any of this, and he did not say within his interview? How did this affect the four minor children living in the house at the time that she was having loud demon possessions throughout the night? I mean, wouldn't that be the first concern, is the well-being of your children? Of how does this house guest affect our children, right? What the fuck? On which part, Ranch Mar? I mean, a lot of this is what the fuck, right? A whole bunch of it is what the fuck. But yeah, it is confirmed Foodie Beauty is on a 7-day ban. At least 7 days. I wasn't even sure if it was only going to be 7, because I had kind of heard in the rumor mill that she had already had a strike at some other point, which would have made it a 30-day ban. But it sounds like it's 7. I think they're doing some landscaping down the road here. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's out there with an edger. How did she got banned? But but I'm happy because she said some very hateful things toward a much smaller content creator. Col I can't get her name right. It's like Coloria or Colory, something like that. Anyway, her channel is growing fast now as a result of that altercation. And apparently, Yo Yo Ma also tagged along and repeated her nonsense on his channel, so I'm surprised he's not banned. He should be. Like I said, the kind of attacks that she throws out at people are low blows. It's not just, hey, you shouldn't be eating that because of your diabetes, which you've told us about, which you've showed us your medical documents. You used to be testing your blood sugar. Now you're not testing it anymore. You could arguably say that the 31 frames video could be body shaming, but I think it was done in a very comedic way. And it was pretty funny. Um, and I think it's actually in one of my videos too. It like came up in the coverage of one of my videos. On a side note, for those of you who follow the Eugenia and Jordy world, right? That world. Um, you may remember a few months back that there were a few content creators having problems with another channel called Wolfgang Productions. And she was incredibly crass. She was drinking Heinekens on screen. She was going off screen to smoke something. And I don't know what this phone call is, but I'm going to let it go to voicemail. And she would clip content from Eugenia and Jeffree Star's channels, make absolutely no alterations, nothing transformative, and just stick her logo right smack in the middle of the screen, obscuring their faces. But formerly, I think she used to put the logo like off to the side, like the bottom side or something like that. So she started having a cow about Revoke Igunia Cooley. I think that's how it's like a parody name. And Jadedness. I got lumped in there for a little bit too. But unfortunately, I think I'm off the radar because I haven't really talked about her in a long time. But I was watching one of Jordy's live streams either earlier this week or last week. And he did confirm that she was removed as a moderator. There seems to be some from his channel because she was formerly a moderator. And what there seems to be some, because I've seen a video about this. I think it was Revoke who put out the video about this and talked about her getting banned for whatever, like disruption or whatever. I guess you could fit this in the category of being disruptive in the chat. It was probably just like a last straw thing though. They were apparently doing a live stream chat on some sort of event that Jeffree Star was having, and she was endlessly body shaming somebody in the video, and people just jumped on her ass about it and started complaining to Jordy. And so finally, after probably over a month of her being a bully in that chat, she got removed. So she's not there anymore. I don't know if she's banned from the channel entirely, but it looks like it because I haven't seen her there since. But it's good to at least know what's going on there. I'm glad that I'm no longer a part of it because she's some crazy. She is some crazy town, you guys. So y'all got plans for the weekend? You ready for the weekend? It's Easter weekend for those of you who celebrate. It's Good Friday. So of course that means I'm gonna have to sing Herod's song tonight. Oh, you are the Christ, yes, the great Jesus Christ. Show me that you're no fool. Walk across my swimming pool. Do this for me, and I'll let you go free. Come on, King of the Jews. So I'm ready. I got Jesus Christ Superstar somewhere around here. Ready to pop in. I'm old school. It's a DVD. Actually, I think it might be Blu-ray. So it should be nice quality, right? You can watch the whole thing while I'm cleaning up cat stuff. I had a full bag of cat food. I have a near full feeder container that's like big. Um, but because of his lack of activity over the last few weeks, the last time I cleaned up the hair off of the carpet, it hasn't really, it doesn't really have any hair on it anymore. All of the hair is now contained to my bed from when I brought him up onto my bed. And the bathtub where he was living and the bath mat. So there's not a whole lot there that I have to do, but it is very difficult for me to get up and down stairs with like heavy objects. And I'm going to have to carry the cat box down, which still has a lot of cat sand and some of his, defecation in it. I'm going to have to carry that down and put it in the recycle bin. Oh, Blue Ridge Bunny. So sorry for the loss of your puppy. I hope you're doing okay. Though I know okay isn't the right word. Well, thank you for your condolences. It was actually a cat. Pumpkin pie. Don't worry about it. He wasn't yours, so like I don't expect everybody to remember what type of animals I have, right? My mom asked me, "Are you gonna go get another cat?" And I'm like, "No, not ready. I can't. Too soon. Too soon." I thought, if I do get an animal, it's gonna be a while before I do something like that. And if I do, it's probably going to be a small dog. It's going to be a little tiny little dog. Something that is young because I don't want it dying on me right away. And something that I can, have out on the balcony here with me and do easy walks kind of just around my condo here. And, like a lap dog, a little cuddler. I would be much happier in that scenario. A dog that I can bring over to my mom's house and he or she can play with her dog, Gigi. Something like that. but I'm just not. I'm not ready. Too soon. Yeah. The cat distribution system will bring you one when the time is right. I guess so. I usually go over to the big shelter in Mission Viejo, and every time I go, I get convinced to get a black cat because they have signs up all over the place that say that the black cats are the least likely to get adopted because dumbass people are superstitious, right? So I usually get a black cat, and these are cats that they find off the street, and the cats are, they look like they're short hair. They get labeled as short hair. I bring them home, and within a month, they're a long hair cat. So I don't know how they're determining that because they are definitely long hair cats by the time they've been curling up with me and eating a good meal, you know? That's why I always had hair all over the place. But at least I'm not going to have hair all over the place anymore. So for my friends who are allergic to the cat dander, not a problem anymore. It's all going to settle pretty soon. We have a black adopted kitty. His name is Binks from Hocus Pocus. Laugh out loud. He's 11. Well, keep a good eye on him. You know, I was doing regular vet visits. Like, he went in once a year, got all his shots. I would do a medical shave every year to get like any sort of mats, or he didn't even have mats this year. So his behavior was changing. You know, his behavior was changing because normally by this time of the year, he would start biting at himself and making mats, right? And as I said on one of my other videos, I don't know if you can see it, but let me see if I can do this. Angle it properly. It's, can you see where I'm pointing? Well, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but he bit me in late January, which is his normal behavior. Sometimes he got a little edgy about where he was being petted or whether or not he wanted to be petted. He would just be, you know, particular. And so he'd give you a warning snap. And the last one I got was in January. I still have faded scarring from that. And that was only 2 months ago that he was acting normally. Only 2 months ago. And then he dropped half of his body weight within like a month. Just gone. And when he was on that vet table, he didn't fight them. He did not try and, you know, scratch them. He did not try and bite them. He looked like a lump. Like all life was gone. I saw someone get their kitty's last bite makes marks, I think you mean, bite marks, tattooed over. It was sweet in a way. You know, if I did tattoos, I think that would be kind of sweet. I don't do tattoos though. I don't have any tattoos, and I don't plan to start getting tattoos. One of the reasons is because I know that, especially for women, our bodies change so much throughout our lives. Like, skin gets stretched out and then retracts back in, especially when you've been a mom, that I didn't think that any tattoos would actually remain looking nice at the end of all the body damage that happens to women. You know what I'm saying? So, whoops, marks. That's okay. I was able to use my context clues. I'm getting older and my tats are very different from how they started. Did they, are you happy with how they changed, Blue Ridge Bunny? Or did they kind of stretch out in weird ways? I'm going to be doing my taxes today. If you guys haven't done your taxes yet, there's not a lot of time left. So get on it. You know, I'm going to be dropping off all my stuff at my CPA today. They're okay. Just feeding, and they are sagging after I lost weight. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We go up and down, right? I mean, imagine if I had a ton of tattoos um, before 2018 and then I dropped those 70 pounds. I have no idea what they'd look like. Yeah, good reminder, right, Blue Ridge Bunny? Oh crap, I haven't started taxes yet. Start getting your paperwork together because you need to get that done. You got like April 1st is on Monday, and these are due by the 15th. So the only other thing you can do if you're not ready is file for an extension. But you need to get all your shit together, girlfriend. It is tax season. It's time to get all that done. So I'm going to be doing taxes. I don't think I have any meetings today. Um, I did unfortunately break up with my boyfriend on Monday. His children guilted him into spending more time with them. What are you going to do? Whenever you're in a relationship with other people and they have a family, they may not necessarily respond to time management in an appropriate way, right? So, for example, my boyfriend had a stepfather, right? That raised him, that he considers like a dad to him now. But he was afraid of introducing me as a new love interest. Even though we've been together for nearly 2 years. You would think this wouldn't be a problem, but the dynamic in their household is bizarre. I don't know what to say. Hell of a week for you. I know, right? That was like 2 days before I had to put my cats out. Yeah, I'm smoking, Henry. I'm not smoking weed or anything. I'm smoking Camels. Camel Blues is my brand, guys. Smoking Camel Blues. I don't really smoke weed because there's too much of a throat hit, right? When you, like, I will, I'm in California, guys. It's legal here. Um, I'll maybe take an edible once in a while, but like once in a long while, not long. So is Foodie on a 7-day ban? Yes. Yes, she is. Apparently, she's been in touch with Yo Yo Ma, her favorite live streamer, and he has confirmed that she is on a 7-day ban. Cameraman, is that like a movie or just a blurt, Henry? Hey, I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but a dear friend of mine who I've collaborated with on several web projects over the years uh, does usually does like a Twitch party. Sometimes Fridays, sometimes Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. And you can find him at twitch.com/DJ Shaman. DJ Shaman. What did I miss here? Wisconsin. Hello. Hello, Jason. Yes, anything goes in California that are Barack Obama 2013. Yes, he did listen to the speech on YouTube. Colorado here, Blue Ridge Bunny. I'm smoking, Henry. Laugh out loud. I often come here to smoke and chat. Well, Henry, I'm a little confused why you keep asking the question over and over again. Are you here to be a part of the conversation or to just drop spam? Like, what's going on here? I'm a little confused, so I'm going to be keeping my eye on you. Um, okay, well, a lot of us like to get together and just smoke and chill. That's how it goes. Um, I'm probably going to do some karaoke tonight. I need to get out. I need to relax. I've had a rough week. It's been emotional. It's sucked. And I've said my 2 cents, my piece to my now ex about how wrong I think he is in managing not only his schedule but his time. And he can do with that what he wants, but I mean, he blew it. He broke my trust entirely, and there's no coming back from this one. Can't keep saying, let me push you back. No, no, come back in. No, let me push you back. No, come back in. I love you. I love you. No, I just can't have you. You take too much time. I can't be in a situation like that. Look, I realize that like every relationship is work, and there's going to be things that we dislike about our partners, right? Um, but even that is something that you just work through, and talk it through. And that was just amazingly brutal because we had just spent Thursday together, had a beautiful dinner. We went and sang karaoke together. He spent the night at my house. The next day, I talked to him somewhere around 4, and he was fine. And then 3 days with his family, and he acted like totally fucking brainwashed. Blue Ridge Buddy, he lost you, and you deserve someone who can figure out how time works and makes time for you. I know. I agree. I agree. I do not appreciate being disrespected. I do not appreciate being disrespected. And I especially don't appreciate being with a beta male who's so easily manipulated by his family. Ah. Are there any good movies coming out? I haven't seen one in like years. I'm proud of you for knowing your value and not settling. Thank you, Blue Ridge Bunny. He, and just one funny thing out of this. He said, I'm still your friend. I'm still going to go to your 50th birthday party. And I'm like, are you kidding me? How arrogant are you that you think that you can still be a part of my personal life and ruin another special occasion for me? No, you're not invited to my 50th birthday party. Well, the audacity of saying something like that to me. That's crazy. I've been watching Little House on the Prairie. I never got to watch it growing up, but my mom watched it a lot. I love it a lot. Laugh out loud. You know, that's funny because I actually have the collection. I have the DVD collection. It was actually a birthday. Was it Christmas or a birthday? I can't remember. I think it was a Christmas present from my ex boyfriend from a long time ago, like 12 years ago, right? So I've had it on the shelf there forever. He also gave me the Wonder Woman collection. So I have all that. I also have West Wing and Big Love. Who else is in the chat? What are you guys doing this weekend? What are the good movies right now? Did anybody ever see that movie that was out with Bryan Cranston? It would have been like a few weeks ago. I don't know if it was like limited release. Um, and I can't remember if it was a comedy or a drama, but it looked interesting. I haven't been to a movie. First of all, even before the pandemic, I was kind of scaling back like the times that I went to see movies because I was really deeply involved in political organizing at that time. So my time was like completely filled up. So I very rarely actually saw movies unless my brother dragged me out to see something. Um, and he usually made me see stuff that like I really wasn't interested in. Like for instance, all of these Marvel movies and DC movies and stuff like that. There are so many of them that I don't get the references. I don't get the backstories, the jokes, the like I can't watch all that. I can't watch the whole universe just to enjoy one film and figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? So I have kind of steered clear of that. I have not been watching Disney films because I don't have any children in the house anymore. My son is turning 30 this year. And he and his family live in another state, so I never even get to see my granddaughters. Mostly it's just me and my mom hanging out when, for like the holidays, major holidays and stuff. And then I see my friends when we can space time out for ourselves. You know how it gets the older you get, like it's harder to get people to like have time for you, or they don't want to go out as late as you do, right? Because I don't always just want to be like, oh, let's just have dinner at 6 and then we'll part our ways. You know, sometimes I want to like then go see a movie or go to a bar and do some karaoke and something like that. What kind of shows do you like? I love West Wing. Well, I do too. I love West Wing. I really like Game of Thrones. I like I guess it's a prequel, House of Dragons, and I like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Although I think I missed the last two seasons of it, and I don't have Netflix right now, so I can't get it. I've been trying to, cut back on streaming services. What kind of, well, you said you like Little House on the Prairie. What else do you like, Blue Ridge? I guess I'll give you some time to respond. I noticed that I aged a lot during the pandemic, and I think this is partially because I was doing a lot of outdoor work because it's safer. You've been watching The Middle. I think Bryan Cranston was in that too, or no, maybe no, he was in the other one. But yeah, I think all those months that I was a team leader for Unite Here and walking in the sun every day did a little damage to my skin. I noticed my hands look older, my face looks a bit older. And I compare like live stream to live stream from what I was doing before that work compared to what I look like now. I do drink plenty of water, Samson. Is Samson Yak the Jeffree Star's yak? Was is that Jeffree Star's yak? I'm fairly certain that he purposely antagonized that yak to get him to charge. It's pretty messed up to do to one of your animals. Nah, laugh out loud. Okay, so there's no relation. Yeah, what was that yak's name? Um, I did a video about it, but now I'm like spacing. I'm spacing on his name. Oh, for those of you who watch her, Are You Serious? That's the name of the channel, you guys. Are You Serious? She uses the owl avatar. I believe she's going to go live today. She is also a revert Muslim who is practicing Ramadan in a peaceful way, right? So she's being very careful not to be too critical of what's going on with Foodie Beauty right now. But she does have some corrections, I guess, or commentary in a respectful way. You don't watch her anymore, Samson? How come? Is there a reason? I know she goes long sometimes, so like you can like jump in, jump out, and just like dedicate whatever time you want to it because I think she usually goes for either 2 to 3 hours. A lot of these live streamers do. That's why it's hard for me to like. Always felt she was biased towards Muslim Islam. Well, that is the religion that she practices, so I'm sure she's, looking at life from that perspective. However, she reverted, I think, from Catholicism, so it's not like she's unaware of what it is to grow up in a Catholic family, you know? I think she has a pretty balanced perspective on religion. Um, but yeah, that's what she believes now. And I think she usually says, this is what I believe in my belief system, you know, and isn't trying to necessarily push it or convert people. I don't think that's what she's trying to do. But, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. I get it. I think I missed. It's an okay show. I love the comfy shows. I go back and forth, Blue Ridge, between whether I want to get into dramas or whether I want to get into comedies. You know? Catty Cat. She was raised Catholic, aka she knows nothing about Catholicism. Balanced on her knowledge of religion is an interesting take considering she's not balanced in any way. I just haven't gotten that vibe from her, but to each their own, you know. If that's what you're taking away from that channel, then I suppose that, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, right? I haven't gotten that vibe from her. I'm a non-practicing Catholic, but like I've had to do all the sacraments, and I had to go through catechism, and both of my parents worked for the church, and my grandparents were hardcore. So I, prayed every night, kneeled down on my bed, prayed every night. Our Father, Hail Mary, Angel of God, every night. We prayed before meals. And my grandmother went to church every morning, every single morning. And we also went to church either Saturday evening or Sunday morning. And my grandparents didn't really accept Vatican II, so they made my brother and I fast before we went to church. Even though children are exempt. So by the time we got to, they always went out to breakfast somewhere. We lived in LA at the time, so it was usually like Algimax and Atwater Village. And by the time I got there, I thought I was going to die of hunger. Of course, I love Jesus. What guy? Why are you guys turning this into a religious conversation? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Jesus! It is Good Friday. You might be late to the chat, but I was saying that I'm going to sing Herod's song tonight at karaoke. Because you are the Christ, with the great Jesus Christ. Show me that you're no fool. Walk across my swimming pool. Do this for me, and I'll let you go free. Come on, King of the Jews. Well, thank you, Top Secret Comments Cow. I appreciate that you love my videos. Uh, what time is it, y'all? Because I can't see the time while I'm live streaming. I'm going to have to start putting my papers in an envelope so I can go to drop them off at my CPA. Don't forget to do your taxes, you guys. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. April 15th is fast approaching. All right, well, thank you all for joining me on a Friday nooner. And I'm going to go out and finish the rest of my chores for today. Take care, y'all. Have a happy weekend. Although I'll probably be back later or tomorrow or something.